And it was a check that paid for my room, my board, my books, and food for the rest of my stay at Boston University.
I want to play this to you because I think it's really insightful. This guy, Bill Duke, is a famous actor. I first remember seeing him in a movie called American Gigolo with Richard Gere back in I think it was 1980. And then he was in the very famous movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger called Predator, which spawned that series. And he's just an interesting guy, cool voice, just a cool guy. And I want you to listen to what he has to say here about when he was coming up as a college student, making his way towards acting, and a little helping hand that he got. I want you to listen to this real quick.
You were the first person in your family to go to college, right?
To a college, yes.
Okay. And you went to college, and I guess you were thinking about dropping out, and a professor came in and did something interesting.
I had gone to Dutchess Community College in Poughkeepsie, New York, and the president of the college, James Hall, very stern, formal Navy admiral, etc. None of the students liked him because he was so strict, but he was good at what he did. And I graduated from Dutchess, and I got a scholarship, Martin Luther King Scholarship to Boston University. But it was for a scholarship for the academic side, but not for room and board and books. And so I just struggled and got a job, and it was just rough. And so I decided I was going to come back to Poughkeepsie, take off college for a year, earn some dollars for my books, etc., and then go back to BU after the year. And so I went to visit a friend of mine at Dutchess. As I'm leaving, going down the hall, Dr. Hall says, "Hey, Bill Duke, stop." I said, "Hey, Dr. Hall, I got to go." He says, No, come here." I go into his office, and he says, "How you doing at BU?" I said, "Well, I'm doing well, but I'm going to drop out for a year and come back here and work and save some money for my room and board and books." He says, "No, you're not." I said, "Dr. Hall, I can't discuss this." He says, "Wait a minute." And he goes into his vest pocket, pulls out an envelope, and hands it to me. I said, "What is this?" He says, "Open it." I open the envelope, and I pull out, it's a check. And it was a check that paid for my room, my board, my books, and food for the rest of my stay at Boston University. And I tried to thank him. He just said, so it kind of put another question on my racism, put it that way.
Right, because here's two white people
That cared.
who are helping you without asking for anything in return.
Nothing. Zero. I used to call him every year and say, "Dr. Hall, I know you don't want to hear this, but I love you for what you did." And he used to stutter and just hang up.
Okay. So you go to Boston University.
I love that video, and I just want to say that this is my America.